Kia ora guys, I'm here in Aotearoa, New Zealand today, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown on my Lone Rider luggage and camping setup. Lone Rider have very kindly provided me with a full luggage setup and a tent for my up and coming round the world tour. I've only just recently installed all the gear on the bike, so today I'm going to take the time to review it with my initial thoughts and impressions. I've just had to change film location because I'm getting rained on. But the first thing I'd like to point out with this whole entire setup is just how cool it looks. I love the black colour and the materials that everything's made out of. It's really nice and durable, and it just pairs really nicely with my black DR650 as well. As I was putting everything together and installing all of the luggage, it didn't take long to work out just how much research and development that Lone Rider have put into all this gear. I'm quite a fussy person and I can usually nitpick a lot of things with new things I've bought, but so far it's been really hard to actually find anything wrong with any of the setup. Everything is really well thought out. So to start with, I'll talk about the MotoBags. So I've got the 31 and the 38 litre MotoBag, and basically the bags are a semi-rigid design. So they're sort of a hybrid between hard luggage and soft luggage. One of the main faults with hard luggage is that if you fall off your bike and a side bag or pannier was to land on your leg, it could quite easily break your leg. Whereas with the semi-rigid bags, there is a bit of flex to them. So if that was to land on your leg, it's less likely that it's going to seriously injure you. And the bags themselves have a removable inner board that's on the inside of them, and that gives them their rigid shape. So one of the things that I don't like about soft luggage is it's usually quite hard to organise all your gear, whereas with the semi-rigid design, it's more of a square shape, so you can quite easily organise all your gear, put everything in a nice place. And with the inner bags that I'll show you later, that makes getting everything in and out of your bike really quick and easy. And I haven't had to clean them yet, but I can imagine they'll be a lot easier to clean than your typical soft luggage bag. And as you'll see with some close-up shots, the bags have a really cool MOLLE system. So this allows you to attach accessories to your side bags, like you'll see up here with the 6 litre mini bag that I've attached on. Another benefit of these bags is they are completely lockable. So up here you have a metal plate that slides into place, and you can pop one of the provided padlocks on. And that is something that's really important to me because I like to have the peace of mind that if I leave my bike somewhere, I know all my stuff is going to be secure and locked away. These MotoBags attach to my Outback Mototech pannier rack, and they quite easily remove on and off the rack. So up here on the MotoBag you've got a little locking chamber, so when you open that one up, it really easily pops on and off just like that. And I was really surprised at just how easy it was to fit the MotoBag to my rack. Because every rack is different, you kind of have to customize the MotoBag plate so that it can fit basically whatever rack that it's sitting on. I was a bit skeptical. I thought there's bound to be something that's going to go wrong and it's not going to fit. But Lone Rider have some really good videos online. They show you how to adjust all the little attachment points. So I'll remove the lock now and show you the interior of the MotoBag. Go up there. And you've got these 2 clips up here. You basically release those, and you've got the roll top clip, it's that one there, and then the locking plate just slides up and out like that, and then you can unwind your MotoBag. And then on the inside the bags come with a removable liner, so you can put all your stuff inside that liner. And then all I have to do when I park up for the night and I have to get all my stuff out is just pull my stuff out of there. These are all my clothes, and it's all in one nice neat place. Bags also have carry handles, and they do have additional straps that you can clip on as well, shoulder straps. So if you wanted to sling that over your shoulder, that makes carrying them even easier, or else you can just simply use the carry handles like that. And this one I've also managed to fit my tent, and so my clothes and tent fit quite nicely in here. I did actually think about running the tent on the top of the bag, which you can do as well, and just put the straps over, but since it'll fit inside the MotoBag, I'm just going to keep it in there. Next up is the duffel bag that I'm running on the back, which is the 48 litre Overlander. Again, this has a semi-rigid construction, so it has an inner board inside that gives it its nice rigid shape to make things easier for organising. And I've attached this using the 4 clips that attach to my B&B Luggage off-road plate. So these were very easy to install. They've got these little straps that you can adjust, and you can also roll up, so if there's any excess it's not going to hang and burn off on the exhaust or something like that. There's also this really cool beaver tail flap that they've got on the top, which basically quite easily clips in just like that. You can clip it out, and then in here you've got a little pouch which you can put a map or maybe some documents in, and then there's a little zip in here that opens out, and this fits a 3 litre water bladder. Maybe you could put a fuel bladder in there as well. I've got a 3.75 litre water bladder, and that still fits absolutely perfectly fine in here. So I think that'll be the way that I carry my water when I'm in South America. And then when we open the bag up, you've got another little strap that comes over the top here, I've got these backpack straps that I've got attached at the moment, so these can quite easily come on and off. If you want to use these, if you've got to, you know, go up to the hotel or something, you want to carry this up there, they've got these nice straps that you can use. So, you know, you can wear this on your back, and then with the MotoBags, you can carry both the inner bags with all your stuff in, which is a really nice and easy system. When we go into the bag, you've got two little clips here, and then the roll top opens out. And I don't have this fully loaded up at the moment, but in here I'm going to have all my hiking gear. I've got some rock climbing gear because I'm going to be doing a lot of that in South America. I'll have another empty backpack that I'll use for hiking and climbing as well, and then there will just be some miscellaneous items that if I need to throw in, they'll just belong here. This will be the bag that I don't take off the bike that much. It'll mainly be my inner bags that I pull in and out when I'm stopping somewhere for the night or camping. The Overlander has a really cool other feature. So up here they've got a metal bar that's screwed into the bag itself, and basically you can buy a separate locking strap, which I don't have on me today. It's called a steel core, and you can basically attach that to your rack, pass it through this bar here, and then it's got a locking mechanism that you use a key to lock and unlock. So basically it's going to lock your whole bag onto the rack itself. And the last thing that I'll point out, which is a really cool feature, is this little air release valve system they've got. So basically if I start rolling this bag up, and there's a lot of excess air that builds up in here, you can just loosen off that valve and push all the air out of it, and then close it back off again. I almost forgot to point this out, but basically I have a photography backpack that sits in behind me, and I was thinking of ways that I could actually secure that so it's not loose when it's sitting in behind me. And this Overlander actually comes with some spare mounting straps, and what I've done is I've used the molly system to attach a clip up here, and then run the strap through the bottom molly attachment there, and then this comes over and clips straight in like that, and then I can tighten it or loosen it. So just to show you how that looks with my bag, I unclip both of those, loosen them off, I can strap my bag straight on there, clip it in, same with the other side, bring that up, clip it in, and that's my photography bag nice and anchored in behind me. Coming down low now, I've got two 6-litre MiniBags that I've attached to both of my MotoBags. Again, they're very easy to install, and they use the molly system once again, so everything attaches in really nice and snug. You can see that's pretty solid in there, that's not going to go anywhere. And they have another roll top enclosure. So currently in this one, I'm running my tool bag. So this is my tool bag here, which I'll run you through soon, and that's from Lone Rider as well. Then I've got a mesh lock bag. So this is a mesh bag that locks to somewhere on your bike, like your frame, and you can put your leathers in, so your jacket and your pants, your boots. Really nice system for keeping that stuff secure. I've got a little jump starter kit. That's basically just a power bank with a set of jumper leads. I've got a bicycle tyre pump, which I can also blow up the inner tubes in my tyre if I get a flat or a puncture. Lastly, I've got this little thing which I bought recently, and it doubles as a brake lock as well as a helmet lock. So this little part here closes down on your handlebars, and the brake lever goes through here, and then you've got this here which feeds into this as well, and you can lock your helmet on. And the MotoBag I have on the other side, currently I have nothing in it, and I think I'll probably keep it that way. I think it'll be quite nice to have that one free for things like somewhere to put my rubbish, extra food that I pick up along the way. I think that'll be a really good system just to have that spare. And lastly, I have the mini tank bag. So this is a really nice and small little tank bag just to keep a few bits. I've currently got my power bank in here. So I use this power bank to charge a lot of my camera gear up when I'm camping or somewhere where I don't have a power outlet. But aside from that, it's just another place to put some extra snacks, you know, my sunglasses and things like that. And it's also worth mentioning that this was really easy to install also. It's got a nice universal fitting kit, which was very simple to wrap around the steering column, and then also to attach the Velcro adjusting straps to the frame as well. And the thing I really like about these is the magnetic clips. So you've got these little clips that release here that allows me to get into the fuel tank really easy. And if I ever need to take this off, it's just really nice and easy to pop on and off without having to remove the seat or anything like that. Lone Rider also gave me a little tool roll, so I'll unwind this one and show you guys what's inside. So as you'll see here, there's 4 pouches. They're Velcro, so they're removable. And I'm still yet to completely populate my toolkit, but in here I've got a little socket set with various attachments. In here I've got some of these standard DR650 tools. I think that one's empty for the moment, and then in here I've got some spare nuts and some cable ties, stuff like that. You've got a nice little working area here, and it also has magnets. So if you've got screws, you can place them here and they'll stay nice and snug on the magnet. And then under here you can pop all your spanners and stuff like that. So I still need to get a couple more tie levers, but I've got one here. I've got a few spanners. So before I head away, I'll get a few more tools. So I'll just pop that one over here, and then I'll get my inner bag, which has all my clothes in. And in here I've organised all my clothes with some of the Lone Rider packing cubes. So it comes with a set, and they've got this one here, that one, and that one. So this again makes everything really nice and easy to organise. You put your socks and undies, stuff like that in the small one. I think I've got some t-shirts and shorts in there. I think I might have some outdoor gear in that one. And then some thermals, pants, and some other layering in here. I think this is actually designed as a shoe bag, but I found it quite good for my outdoor gear. There is also a laundry bag, which I forgot to bring, but that is about that big. You can pop all your laundry in there. I might actually use it as a bag for my dirty boots, and I might use something else for my laundry. Alrighty, so that brings me to the last thing to run through today, and that is the Lone Rider tent. This is one of their adventure tents. It's a 2-man tent. I have not even opened it up, let alone set it up, so this is very much going to be a first impression scenario with some real-time reactions, so let's get into it. It's got a nice little roll top feature at the top here. Open that up. This bag is completely waterproof as well. If you did want to mount this on top of one of your bags, like one of the side bags, you can be rest assured that everything's going to stay nice and dry. I'll loosen these straps off a touch. Cool, so those are the guy ropes. Looks like there's a little splint to fix a broken pole if you did that. This looks like it might be the base sheet. Cool, yeah, this will be the base sheet, so you don't have to use this, but it just helps protect the bottom of tents. Just unfold this. I do recall reading, actually, there is a SOS feature on the bottom of this, so if I end up in trouble, I'll be waving this flag. So I think I'll just put this off to the side just for now. I'm not entirely sure what this is for. I'll have to read the instructions, which I usually don't do. Pop that over there. Here we will have the poles by the looks of it. Poles and tent pegs. You can see I'm not lying because the plastic is still on this, so I still haven't opened this yet. And I believe all these poles slip into place quite nicely, which I do like on tents. That's always a handy feature. So we'll just pop all these into place. This will be the base of the tent, so I will unravel that. And I'll just quickly read the instructions because I want to get this right. Cool, so this is when the poles come into action here. That into one of the little clips at the bottom. Same here. And I'm probably going to be going a bit out of frame on these shots, but I'll try my best to stay in it. It bends up really nice and easy, which is cool. That goes into there. That goes into there. And then it looks like these little cross poles go into these things here. Cool, yep, so that's really nice and fast to set up. And then looks like that goes here, that goes there. And then there's just a few clips that you've got to run in. Everything does feel really nice and sturdy so far. Quality of the clips and the poles, everything feels nice and sturdy. And then yeah, we can obviously run in some tent pegs. Just put on one on each corner. Still haven't really had to look at the instructions much, everything's quite intuitive. So now pop the fly sheet over the top. I think both sides are the same, so I think I can just throw it put it into place. Looks a bit better. Oh, and actually there's proper pole clips in here, so like those clips with the poles, you just put that in the same place and the anchors fit nicely in, which I find that's actually a really good little feature. So I'll just open up one of the side flaps and figure out what else needs to be attached. Again, you've got these same little clips that go into the poles, so those little cross arms that were on the pole frames will just be about putting those into place, and that's really nice and easy. And just do the other side. Okay, wow, looks pretty spacious in there. So yeah, that's essentially it really. You can obviously run in all the other tent pegs, which I don't think I'll bother with today. But yeah, that was pretty quick and painless to set up. And yeah, let's have a look on the inside. So the inside has this nice opening that you can get into. And very spacious. I'll be able to fit myself, obviously, a blow-up mattress. I'll be able to bring both of my... Oh, whoopsie. Well, as I'm sitting here and that fell down, it's quite obvious how these little things work, and that rolls that out the way quite nicely. Lost my train of thought, but yeah, this is going to be super handy. When I pull up to a camping spot, I can quickly set this up. I can get inside my side bags, pull out the inner bags. I can just rip those out, chuck them in here, and then I'm pretty much all set for the evening. I'll easily be able to fit all my leathers in here as well, my motorcycle gear, and this outer shell does come out a bit as well, so say if my gear was a bit too wet, I didn't want to have it in the tent with me, I could easily just have it just sitting on the outside of the tent, so it's not in with me, but it's still not completely outside getting rained on. And another really important thing that I look out for in tents is having enough headspace inside. So as you can see here, I'm sitting here and there's still probably another 10 to 15 centimeters of clear space above my head, so I can quite comfortably sit up and move around in here. So if I end up with a rainy day and I get stuck in the tent all day, at least I know I'm going to be comfortable. So yeah, overall impressions are really impressed. All the material is really high quality, good quality zips. Nice and thick material, so it's going to be hard to rip it. Being a bit thicker, this tent is quite heavy. I do have another tent that I've used in the past, which I do really like. It is really nice and lightweight. So that is probably the only downside I can see with this tent, is it just being a bit heavier, but it's going to be on the motorbike most of the time, and I'm hopefully not going to have to carry it far, so it's not really going to be a big deal. I'm seeking refuge now because the rain's coming in, but thank you very much for watching, guys. If you'd like to keep up with my travels on my around the world tour, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned as I take this DR650 with my awesome setup on the road.